Hey yo, I don't know if anyone will, well, people will watch it back later maybe. But yeah, just thought I'd come on and we could have a chat about the Cumbria Way, which I've just got back from. So I'm going to go on live and have a chat about the Cumbria Way for half an hour. Not many people might come on live, but you can always watch it back later, like a little podcast almost. So, if you're new to the channel and you like walking and wild camping, smash subscribe because that's what the channel's all about. So it's Sunday today, I want to say 12th. Yep, 12th of May. So Monday the 6th to the 10th, I went on the Cumbria Way with Dave Allen of DA Outdoors. So give him a follow and a smash subscribe on his channel. So yeah, we set off 3 a.m. sort of Monday morning. Met at Kendal on Burton Services about 4:45, and then headed up to Carlisle, where we left Dave's car on a car park by the railway station. It was £36 for the 7 days, I believe. Dave paid for that. And then I drove me and Dave down to Ulverston, where we parked on the Gill car park, which is the start of the Cumbria Way, which was £41.30 for 7 days, which, it's all right. So we parked on the Gill car park, and I think it was just after 8:10 in the morning when we started. So, or when we got there, and we just, faffed around for a little bit, getting everything set up, and then set off from the Gill car park at 8:15, 8:20, something like that. So yeah, the first day on the Cumbria Way is Ulverston to Coniston. So, all right, mate. How's it going, Rye? Seen you've been having a couple of wild camps, lad. So Ulverston to Coniston on the first day was about 16 mile, but me and Dave had a bit of a nightmare and sort of walked the first 10 miles without having a break, which was a bit stupid. So the last 5 miles, we had a little break in that 6 mile. We had about a break halfway, and then batted on to Coniston or Hall campsite, which was good. This is where we got absolutely soaked for an hour or two, maybe 3. Just absolutely battered it down, and we were trapped in the tents for a while. Got a few more planned this week, right? Good lad. Keep getting out, son. Get out. That wild camping. Loving it. I've got one of your videos to watch as well. I'll try and get on that after. So this Cumbria Way week that we did, me and DA Outdoors, we did it camping, but we camped on site. So I'm doing a video for every day of the Cumbria Way. So tonight at 6, day 1, Ulverston to Coniston is going to be on, which is the day I've just explained then. After that, day 2 is Coniston to Langdale. We learned from our mistakes on the second day, and we definitely took more breaks, more regular, more water, more food and sweets and pop and crisps and chocolate and whatever. We had a stop off at the garden tea rooms for the world's largest pot of tea and a scone. And then we went to the Wainwright's pub not far from Langdale. We had what Dave described as the best burger he's ever tasted in the Wainwrights. Batted on to Langdale and the National Trust campsite, which was fantastic. So yeah, that was day 2. Coniston to the Langdales. which was pretty awesome. Um, Day 3, Langdale to Keswick, is a monster of a day. I'm not going to give away too much in this, but just a little short. Well, you'll see on the video what it's like. But Langdale to Keswick's a graft of a day, but we'd learned from the days before and we took breaks. But it was a long day and longer than expected, and it was 20 odd degrees, baking hot. We took a few too many too long breaks, and it was late when we got into Keswick, and we were struggling. So we had to stay somewhere where we hadn't planned. But I'll leave that. Hopefully, not mouldy beer from Wainwright's like I got. I remember you telling me about that mouldy beer, mate. Yeah. No, we got a pint of Wainwright's and it was sound, Peter. But yeah, the 4th day is Keswick to Colbeck, which is a fantastic day because that is completely into the middle of nowhere, right back into the Northern Fells, which people don't go to enough, in my opinion. So yeah, we were out there towards Skidder House and, over to Lingy Hut, and then over the tops, we went High Pike and down towards Colbeck, where we stayed at Colbeck campsite, which was fantastic, an unbelievable campsite, and on the Cumbria Way itself. So you literally pitched up, and you're still on the route. You're actually on the path. So where you pitched. So, and it's like £7.50 for the night, and the facilities are great. And there's a pub 5 minutes walk from there called the Oddfellows, which serves decent food and ale, and it was nice. So another 20 odd degree day, so that was graft. But day 5 was Colbeck to Carlisle itself, and this was the one that everyone complains about. Oh, it's boring. Oh, it's this and that. Well, the first 10 miles were fantastic. Just farmland, countryside, woodlands, walk along a stream for the majority of it, a couple of little towns. And then with 5 miles to go, you get to a little town, Dalton, where there's a co-op and a few bits and bobs, but we went into a cafe. And I'll not go on about it because you'll see it in the video in a week or so, but it was fantastic and a beautiful little village. Now, coming out of there, you might have a mile, which is a bit meh. But then you're walking into Carlisle and you can't walk it. I said to Dave at the time, and I mentioned it to a few people when we were chatting to people on the way, like, you can't walk into a town without walking through a town. So, like, you're not going to be in countryside the whole time. You're walking into the centre of Carlisle, which is, a city. So it is what it is. But there was merit I thought there was merit and value in that whole last day. Some great walking, and I loved the last day. I mean, don't get me wrong, we got fantastic weather on this 5 days. So we were lucky, and like everything's more enjoyable. Bar getting absolutely drenched the first night for a few hours. We were, blessed with gorgeous weather for the entire trip. So we were very lucky in that respect. But yeah, to finish in Carlisle's very cool. Lovely old buildings. Obviously, you walk past the cathedral, you walk past the castle, you go into the town centre, go into the tourist information and sign the book. And there's a pillar in the square, which is the official end. So we went and donked that, and that was it. Then Ulverston and Carlisle completed 70 plus miles over the 5 days. Some days were real graft, and at the end of the days, I think me and Dave both experienced the same thing. Dave seems to struggle a bit more than me with this, but it was the shoulders aching after carrying the big bag for 7 or 8 hours a day. The wild camping gear in the camping gear in the big bag, 7 or 8 hours, was a bit of a struggle. So we both sort of got some tension in the shoulders and a bit of pain and stuff. But you expect that after carrying it for a long, long time. Well done getting it done. Cheers, mate. It wasn't easy in parts, but it was a great experience and one I'd do again as well. Saying to Dave, I'd like to do it from from north to south to see what it's like doing it backwards. I'd probably do Coniston to Colbeck again, um, or even the Langdales to Keswick with a wild camp in the middle or something would be a great walk. Sections of the Cumbria Way, I definitely want to do it again. I'd love to take my daughter on it in a few years when she's a bit older, maybe when she's in her 20s, early 20s, or late, like 19, 20, and she can appreciate it and she's a bit stronger. Go and camp it again, or maybe go do it again in 4 or 5 years, or maybe try it different ways because there's plenty of places where you could book B&Bs or you could split it into longer time. I am going to look at doing it in a faster time at some point, and I definitely want to do it as a wild camping trip at some point as well. So not staying in any campsites, but just eating in the odd place, picking food up as I go, and just wild camping, maybe just a bit of wild swimming and that to get washed up and stuff, but that'll be it. So yeah, that'd be good. Solo wild camp on it would be good. Might try that. But I've got other challenges I want to do. So it's given me a bit of a taste for it. Next year, me and Dave are going to look at doing the West Highland Way. So obviously that's another long distance hiking trip through Scotland. Should take us another 5 or 6 days, 5 days, I think. So we're going to be planning that this year for next year. So looking forward to that. Want to get out with the lads again, do some more wild camping trips with some other YouTube lads like Rye and his dad, and Dave Ossel, and obviously DA Outdoors, my man. Get out there with Josh Tinsley, and if any of the other YouTubers or Instagram guys or TikTok guys or anyone fancies a wild camp, and we'll get out and have a wild camp and we'll do the podcast and chat about the outdoors and mental health and long distance walking and camping gear and whatever, and whatever we want to talk about, we'll do. We'd love to do that more in the future. Yeah, so I'm going to look at planning. I'm going to start tomorrow for in a couple of months' time. Having a week off and doing Hadrian's Wall, but solo. So possibly solo, unless someone decides they want to do it with me. Walk Hadrian's Wall. Now that's another 80-mile, or it's 85 miles, so longer than the trip I've just done. So it might have a few longer days, but I believe it's really pretty flat. So we'll be able to churn out some decent days on that. So I'm gonna tweak some of my gear to make it a bit lighter and easier, and it'll be middle of summer, so I might get away with taking less stuff, lighter sleeping bag and gear like that, but we'll see. But yeah, Hadrian's Wall is looking like the next multi-day, i.e. 5-day camping trip that I'm going to go on. I'm going to be going wild camping Wednesday nights most weeks when the weather's decent. Peak District probably mostly. So if there's any subscribers want to come out wild camping on a Wednesday night, there's a good, there's possibilities of doing that. Or every other weekend, I'm going to try and get out wild camping, doing some decent hikes around the Lake District if anyone wants to join on a long distance. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to be bagging Wainwrights every other weekend. So I'm going to plan long routes that I'm going to start sort of Friday evening or mid-afternoon. So leaving work between sort of 12 and 2 well, it'll be about 12 on a Friday, straight to the lakes for 2:30, 3 o'clock, and just going out into the fells, getting as much of the route done as possible on Friday, pitching up, finishing the route off in the morning. So I'm going to try and do some of those every other weekend this summer. Try and bag as many Wainwrights and get as many wild camps in, because, you know, I just love it. Love wild camping. Love being in that tent, mate. Even this last week, spending nights, multiple nights in the tent, made me realise how much I do enjoy being in the tent. That Durston's class. It's got loads of room in it for one man, and it's just a great space to be in. And I sleep really well in it. And even being on campsites this week, you know, I've still really, really enjoyed camping. So yeah, gonna be loads of wild camping videos. Fingers crossed, legends coming up. So we're gonna have. I'm gonna do my best. We've got day one, Ulverston to Coniston, live tonight at 6. So set your alarms. If you're watching this, obviously afterwards, it's already out, so go over and watch it. Smash subscribe, leave a comment. If you've done the Cumbria Way, leave your comments about it. If you haven't and you want to do it, or if you've got any questions or just advice on future trips, just get into the comments and smash the like button as well. Because apparently the more thumbs up you get and the likes you get, the better it is for your channel. It boosts you in the algorithm. You'll go out to more people. Because we're trying to grow the channel. Now we're over 1,000 subs. It'd be nice to get the watch hours up, get some more subscribers involved, and do some wild camps with subscribers. That'd be class. Yes, that I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm gonna get, like I just saying then, first videos tonight. What I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna do it as 5 days. So it's gonna be Ulverston to Coniston tonight. Wednesday night should be Coniston to Langdale. Next Sunday will be Langdale up to Keswick, and then the Wednesday after, Keswick to Colbeck, and then the Sunday after that, it will be the last leg from Colbeck to Carlisle. So over the next 2 weeks, you'll get all 5 parts of the Cumbria Way. So that's the way I'm looking at doing it. It's going to be 5 videos, but they're only between 20 and 25 minutes long. So not massive videos, not massively long videos, but I think they're informative. And if you want to do the Cumbria Way as well, they're going to give you a good idea of the route, a good idea of how challenging it is for two relatively, you know, fit mountain walkers. Because I say I'm not massively fit, but I'm mountain fit. I do a lot of walking in the fells, and you know, I'm kind of mountain fit, so I can a long distance walk. And with the heavy bag makes a massive difference. So when you're camping and doing long distance walks, it adds a lot of time on. So you got to remember that. But yeah, I'm buzzing for the series to come out. So hopefully people like really get behind it and watch it, share it, and all that kind of things. Oh, hey up. How are you doing, buddy? Back in the truck soon? Yeah, I'm in the truck at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, and I'll be at Grange over Sands, mate. Don't you worry about that. Back to reality tomorrow. Back delivering to the co-op. To be fair, missed all my friends at the co-ops that I delivered to over the last couple of weeks, but it's been nice to be off and walking through Cumbria. And like I said, I'm really looking forward to just getting out loads this year into the Lake District. Lots and lots of Wainwright bagging. You know, I'm at the stage now with the Wainwrights where, realistically, I could smash it this summer and get close to finishing this year, because I'm 144 in. So, what is that? 70? 144. 70-ish left. So, you know, a few long weekends bagging Wainwrights, and then like winter trips and stuff, I'm going to be right up there. So there is a possibility of getting that boxed off this year. The Wainwrights. I'm in no mad rush to finish the Wainwrights. I absolutely love the Lake District, and I'm going to be going there the rest of my life. But, you know, it's a sort. I love the long distance hiking, so I'm going to definitely do some of those Fridays, Saturdays that I said, like long walks on Friday tea time, and then wild camping and finishing those long walks off on Saturdays. And then you sort of getting out of the Lake District then on Saturday afternoon when everyone else is, staying there for the weekend. You're sort of going to be getting out the way. So that's a plan. That's a plan I've got anyway. So yeah, as well, if you get into the comments, I'd love that on the new videos. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, thumbs up the videos, because apparently that means a lot. I didn't know, but someone was telling me who's quite big on YouTube. If you can get people to like the videos, it's massive for you. I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to waffle on like an idiot for too long. I'm going to wind it down, but just remember, get in the comments and interact with me. Tell me what you think of the videos and stuff. I'm going to be doing some more review videos because that's what people seem to ask for. So I've got some kit that I've used on the Cumbria Way that I'm going to be reviewing. So like the stove I took, the sleeping bag I took, the sleeping mat I took, which is going to surprise a lot of people, the tent, the rucksack that I took. I've got a first impressions video on my channel already about that. I know that's quite good. So yeah, lots of content coming. It's going to be varied as well. So there's going to be walking and wild camping, but also more reviews coming onto the channel because people seem to really want to hear about gear. And I'll give first impressions videos on everything I buy new, because in my opinion, a first impression is just that. It's your first look at a product, and you've no history of using it, so you're not telling people to get it. You're just telling them it's come and this is what it is. So those first impressions I have no problems doing, but the review videos, I like to use stuff multiple times before I review it. So like the bag, I did a first review video on the bag. So I did a first impressions video on that bag, and then I've took it on the Cumbria Way. So carrying that bag for 70 odd miles, I think I'm in a position now where I can tell you if it's any good or not. So I'll be doing an actual full review of the bag itself, the pros and cons of it. The Durston X Mid P1, I used that, and I've used that for over 12 months now. So I'm going to do a full review of the Durston. The Lavarian 900 OEX sleeping bag, which is a 4-season bag. I'm going to be doing a full review of that because I've been using that now for a while, and I've got my opinions about that. The sleeping pad that I used for summer for this multi-day hike, I'm going to do a review of that. A real surprising one that is, but that'll be coming to the channel soon. So the next few weeks, I'm going to be having 2 videos minimum a week, which are going to be Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday. And then I might slip in 10 or 15 minute review videos on, like, say, a Friday night. So I'm going to check with the analytics and see which is my other more popular night of the week, because Wednesday and Sunday is the most popular on my channel. So I'll check with that, see when it is. I'll let you guys know, and I'll bang some review videos on, because people are getting into wild camping, and these little reviews just give people a good idea of stuff they can start out with. I really want to get hold of some companies who could send me some more gear to test out and review. And I'd love to get hold of some wild camping gear that I can give away to people who want to try wild camping. So I'm going to try and get hold of some companies and maybe do that. But yeah, I can only do that if I grow. So just keep on liking the videos, sharing and commenting and subscribing. And that way we can grow and do some positive stuff with the channel. maybe some group hikes, some group camps on campsites maybe in the future, and just positive stuff like that. So remember, support the series, the Cumbria Way, with me and Dave Allen. It was an absolute joy, and we had an absolute riot. It was a complete laugh. It was so good, and you're gonna have you're gonna have 2 videos a week basically now for the next 2.5 weeks. So I hope you enjoy them. I can't wait to see everyone comment, interact with everyone in the comments. As always, when you use the national parks, make memories, not mess. Leave no trace. Be kind to one another, and I'll see you in the next one.